Hello students, welcome to my channel. So I would like to thank you all to like and subscribe my channel. So today's topic is your thalassemia. What is thalassemia? It's a blood disorder. Actually it's a Mendelian disorder also. It's a Mendelian disorder also. And also a blood disorder. So in accordance to Mendelian disorder, we just dividing the disorders into sex-linked or your autosomal, or second type is your recessive and your dominant. So in case of thalassemia, it's a autosomal and a recessive disorder. It's a autosomal. It's not a sex-linked. It's a autosomal. And your recessive. Okay, it's a autosomal and a recessive disorder. So, though it's a Mendelian disorder and it's a recessive, so the alleles present in the thalassemia are also be recessive. Before talking about this thalassemia disorder, it's also though it's a blood disorder and actually it's a hemoglobin disorder. So before talking about that, I just like to say that what is hemoglobin and giving you some hints. It is about hemoglobin. So what is hemoglobin? It's actually a conjugated protein. You just found it in your red blood cells found in your blood. So the red blood cells RBC present in your blood containing that hemoglobin, which is a conjugated protein. The chemical formula of hemoglobin is your H is your 4664, O is your 832, then N is your 812, then S is your 8. This is the chemical formula of your hemoglobin, and you just abbreviate it on like HB, hemoglobin. So what is this hemoglobin? It's actually a conjugated protein. What is conjugated protein? That means contain a protein part and another is a prosthetic part. So in this hemoglobin, you just divide into two terms. One is your heme and another is your globin. Okay, the globin is a protein part and heme is your prosthetic group. And this hemoglobin having two main functions. One is your coloring to the blood. Red coloration of the RBC is because of the heme portion, and another person is your transportation of oxygen and your carbon dioxide. Thus, hemoglobin containing heme part carries 4 heme molecules, which containing 4 iron molecules. As you see in the chemical formula, there are 4 ferro molecules, iron molecules is your fine. So, heme 4 heme part containing 4 iron molecules, and when the oxygen molecules combined with that iron molecule, it will becomes red in color. That's why your RBC is your red. And another function is your carrying a transportation of oxygen and your carbon dioxide. With the protein, globin part is protein part. Globin is your polypeptide chain and containing 3 types of chain. One is your alpha chain, another is your beta chain, and another is your delta chain. Here the delta chain you just found is just very small amount, little amount. That's only a 3%. Okay, 3%. But we are majorly discussed that alpha chain and beta chain. Higher class you will study about your delta chain. Actually it's only a 3%. Other 97% is your alpha chain and your beta chain. And your alpha chain, beta chain are your polypeptide or protein chains. So according to their chains, 3 types of chains found in the globin part, the thalassemia is your 3 types. Okay, your thalassemia is related to the globin part of the hemoglobin. So according to that 3 types of globin part or globin gel, thalassemia is your 3 types. Okay, 3 types of thalassemia. So as according to the alpha chain, the thalassemia will call alpha thalassemia, and beta thalassemia according to beta chain, and delta thalassemia according to delta chain. Though it's there are 3 types of chain, alpha, beta and delta. So thalassemia is your like your alpha thalassemia, beta thalassemia and your delta thalassemia. And this delta thalassemia is only a 3% because it's 97% is your alpha and beta thalassemia. Okay, so let's talk about firstly alpha thalassemia. One by one, we'll just talk. alpha thalassemia. In case of alpha thalassemia, what will happen? Okay, just know that it's a hemoglobin disorder. Okay, in the alpha chain, in the globin molecule, when the alpha chain will not produce or not synthesize, or synthesize in very poor or miserable amount, it will call the alpha thalassemia. Okay, in case of alpha thalassemia, alpha chain will not be produced. So what will happen? Beta chain will accumulate. Accumulation of beta chain will happen. So in the case of thalassemia, alpha thalassemia, beta chain accumulate, and so synthesis of alpha chain occurs. So as I said that it's a recessive disorder. Recessive, so the alleles must be recessive. So let's talk about the controlling genes. Which gene controlling the thalassemia, alpha thalassemia, as it's a Mendelian disorder. So there are two controlling genes will found in the alpha thalassemia. There are two controlling genes. Okay, two genes are controlling, and these two genes are just found in the 16th number of chromosome. As it's autosomal, it's found in the 16th number of chromosome. Okay, and these two types of genes, we just call them hemoglobin alpha 1 and another is a hemoglobin alpha 2. Two types of genes. If we get the two genes, then we will get 4 alleles. There are 4 alleles which are recessive. So from that 4 alleles, we just dividing the alpha thalassemia into 4 types. There are 4 alleles and your alpha thalassemia is also 4 types. So when according to that 4, this is the allele. So if one allele is your defective, if you a person having one defective allele, so this thalassemia, alpha thalassemia, will call silent carrier. That means there are carrier genes will out, but it's not very fatal and not very dangerous. If two defective alleles are found, then it will call alpha thalassemia minor. Okay, alpha thalassemia minor. It's also not very dangerous, not very fatal, because but if a person having alpha thalassemia minor marries to another having alpha thalassemia minor, maybe the fetus will be alpha thalassemia major. Okay, in that case it will be fatal or dangerous, but it's not very common things. It's not very dangerous. Okay, then if two alleles are defective, three defective alleles you find, then it will call alpha thalassemia intermediate. Okay, intermediate. It's not fully thalassemia. It will call alpha thalassemia intermediate. In this case, it's also dangerous and not very fatal. It's dangerous and having the symptoms like your hemolytic anemia. Hemolytic anemia, you also know what is anemia. You know about sickle cell anemia. In accordance to them, hemolytic anemia, sickle cell anemia, and this thalassemia are different types. Okay, from that different type of anemia, hemolytic anemia is a quantitative type, but sickle cell anemia is a qualitative type. But in difference to thalassemia, it's also quantitative type. In comparison the thalassemia, sickle cell anemia and your thalassemia, it's also thalassemia is your quantitative and sickle cell anemia is your qualitative. For how in the thalassemia case the number decreases, maybe hemoglobin number decreases, increases, and the number changes, varies. But in sickle cell anemia, it will be quality depends upon the hemoglobin. So if the symptoms are like your hemolytic anemia, maybe your jaundice will happen. Then second is your liver and spleen will enlarge. That is your liver's hepatosplenomegaly, that is say liver and spleen will enlarges. So these are three types of symptoms we just found in the alpha thalassemia intermediate. If there are 4 alleles are defective, okay, these are 3 alleles. If 4 alleles are defective, then the thalassemia will call alpha thalassemia major. Okay, alpha thalassemia major, and this thalassemia is very fatal and very dangerous. If it's found in the fetus, if a fetus having that syndrome, it will be die in the fetal stage. If any by chance it will get taking bath, then after the bath it will die. So these are 4 types of alpha thalassemia. Okay, alpha thalassemia is a silent carrier, another is alpha thalassemia minor, another is alpha thalassemia intermediate, and alpha thalassemia mature. Then we will talk about beta thalassemia. Beta thalassemia. Okay, this beta thalassemia, in this case of beta thalassemia, in the alpha thalassemia, alpha chain not produced. In case of beta thalassemia, beta chains also not synthesized or synthesized in very poor amount. In this case, alpha chain will be accumulation of alpha chain will occur. So this beta thalassemia, the controlling genes are single gene. Here the single gene effect, the controlling gene is single, and it's found in the 11th number of chromosome. Okay, and if we take it to one gene, then the alleles will be 2 alleles, what we denoted in the abbreviation. Okay, 2 alleles are defective. So when one allele is defective, it will be called beta thalassemia minor, and it's not dangerous. If 2 alleles are defective, then it will be called beta thalassemia major. It's like your alpha thalassemia intermediate and your major also, and the symptoms carrying this beta thalassemia major are equal to the alpha thalassemia intermediate, like your hemolytic anemia, jaundice, hepatospleno also increases in size, and then is your bone deformities is a particular special symptom of this beta thalassemia major. Bone deformity is found, and also cardiac enlargement is also found. So it is a beta thalassemia. Then we hear about delta thalassemia. Okay, here delta thalassemia. This delta thalassemia is of your 3% only. Okay, 3%, very miserable poor amount. And in this delta thalassemia, it is also controlled by single gene. Single gene controlled by this delta thalassemia. So this gene also found in the 11th chromosome. Both delta thalassemia and beta thalassemia both controlled by the single gene, which are present in the 11th number of chromosome. Here we get 2 alleles, 1 and 2 alleles. If 1 allele is defective, it will get the delta thalassemia minor. Okay, if 2 alleles are defective, then we will get delta thalassemia major. And this major thalassemia delta having the symptoms of the delta thalassemia major. Okay, it's like your delta thalassemia major, but it's not found particularly very seriously because it's very little amount, that is 3%. So these are about your thalassemia disease and types of this thalassemia, which is not a sex-linked disorder. It is a autosomal and recessive, and it's not a Criss-Cross method because it will found in any types of gender and types of sexes. Okay, that's about your thalassemia, its type and its symptoms. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe my channel.